Hello everybody and welcome. In today's video, we're looking to take our Spurs back. Firstly, let's take a background look at where Spurs are. After that Europa League victory, ending a trophy draft of 17 years, we were hoping for a better Season 3 before the subsequent sack of Ange Postecoglou. Hoping Daniel Levy will employ an attacking coach that fits the Spurs DNA, he decided to opt for Thomas Frank, who had spent 9 years at Brentford and did an incredible job as head coach for 7 years. Subsequently, Daniel Levy was shown the door to usher in a new breath of life at N17. But let's be honest, Frank's tactics has been deemed pragmatic, which is simply not Spurs-like. Having one of the lowest XG return in the league. This isn't about simply winning, it's about how we win. Not about playing for set pieces or trying to stop the opposition, which some couple of results have ended with Spurs having no shots on target. We are about dominating. We dare to do like the great Bill Nicholson said. In this series, we will be looking to undertake a realistic rebuild. We will work within the wage and transfer budget. We will be focusing on injecting that classic attacking DNA back into the club. We'll be focusing on youth development, scouting technically gifted players who embrace possession football, and implementing a fluid, high-pressing system reminiscent of glory days. Out go the static formations. In comes a dynamic, entertaining Tottenham that the fans deserve. Tottenham really have the potential to take that next step in large part due to our facilities and finances. We have a large squad that can fit multiple tactics, including different build-up styles and formations. And since we won the Europa League, Spurs are in the Champions League, and we will look to compete with the big teams as we go on this journey. We have the opportunity to start the season all over, meaning we will right the wrongs in the summer transfer window where we failed to bring in an established left winger and a left back. The team has indeed been strengthened with players like Mohamed Kudus, Joao Palhinha, Randall Kolo Muani and Xavi Simons, while completing the transfers on last season's loanees, Mathys Tel and Kevin Danso. While our midfield is stocked, the question is that of fitting into the way we want to play, but then we will look to correct all that. Remember, we are here to take our Spurs back. In this window, we look to bring in a left winger and a left back and left center back hybrid. We decided to opt for Ademola Lookman, who was rumored to be joining Spurs in the summer, and Mika Marmol. We also signed Contador on a free transfer to join in January. I know we already have Kota Takai and many other youth center backs, but we can't just let this slip. We will also look to bring in a young striker. The choice between Ryan Vitor of Vasco da Gama or Franquilino Ju of Midtjylland. It is going to be a tough decision between these two prospects. Let's talk tactics. Firstly, we wanted to try something new with the new tactic setup in FM26. We want to build our tactics based on position rather than the traditional formations. This means we will set up the players on where we want them to be, in possession and out of possession. Although we couldn't have Ange's Season 3, we still replicated the Ange ball tactics with our fullbacks tucking into the DM position. In this tactics, we have Pedro Porro play in the DM position as a deep-lying playmaker and Udigi as a box-to-box playmaker. We moved our center midfields up into the attacking third and have an in-possession build-up of 2-3-4-1. We also made a second tactics like we love to do. The same concept of 3-2-4-1 with Udigi playing as a third center back and Pedro Porro moving into the DM position, a deep-lying playmaker. This we called Axis Ball. Watch out for a tactics tip on shorts. Subscribe and click on the notification bell to notify you when the tip drops. Our tactics started up great and it was a straight success. Starting the season with the curtain raiser, the European Super Cup against PSG. Kolo Muani asked the question why PSG allowed him to join Spurs. After a great tackle by Palhinha in the midfield, Xavi released Kolo Muani, who was through on goal, and he scored with a tidy finish. We were not done as Kudus dribbled his way on the right and sends a cross to Kolo Muani, who headed home to make it 2-0. The game was done and we lifted the UEFA Super Cup. We went on to lose away to Man City from an Holland lone goal after Pedro Porro had been sent off in the 52nd minute. Our first Champions League game was a 3-1 win away to Atlanta. We then went on to play a scrappy game versus Preston North End where we took the lead early and they responded with an equalizer and then went on to add a second and then a third. We had to make changes and rally the boys. Odebert set up a tap-in for Solanke and then he was also gave the assist to Bergvall for the equalizer. We went on to win on penalties and had an unbeaten September. We also went unbeaten in October, which included an emphatic win over Atletico Bilbao with a 6-0 win at home. November and December are when the fixtures started to get thick. We started with our game against London rivals Chelsea, and after an early penalty goal by Solanke, Tell released him down the left to score his second. Tell then added the third before Xavi Simons registered his name with a beautiful finish. We were not done as Solanke had his hat trick while Chelsea scored a consolation goal to end the game 5-1. Our Champions League game against Real Madrid at home had us go down early to a Bellingham goal before we responded before the break after some good work from Udogie down the left to assist Xavi's equalizer. The game ended 1-1. We played Manchester United next and Xavi was at it again with a hat trick including beautiful top and finish. United had their goal but we ran out deserved winners with 3-1. We then drew 1-1 in our North London derby. Some good news from our injured boys as Kulusevski started his rehabilitation after his long-term injury. He is going to be massive for us this season. In November, we ate good as Siemens had a hat trick of awards in the Premier League. The board also provided extra transfer funds going into the January transfer window. In December, we won Liverpool, thanks to goals from Bergvall and Palhinha with Kolo Muani turning providers for both goals. We have settled into this version of Angeball and are getting some incredible results. We also changed some individual instructions to have our wide men crossing to hit early cross and discourage shots from distance. In the January transfer window, to help dominate our midfield with technical player, we brought in Angelo Stiller. We also decided to bring in Franquilino. We sold Bissima, Johnson, Bentaker and was able to loan out Draguzin and Richarlison. With this transactions, we had £99 million in the bag which we intend to use before next summer's transfer window. In January, our last Champions League game was against Man City, and after some intense pressing to dispossess Jeremy Doku, Tell found Kolo Muani who unleashed a shot past Donnarumma. The second goal came after some good combinations between Xavi and Odebert who released Kolo Muani for a tap-in. 3 days later, we played City again and continued the goals galore against them. They must now be tired of Kolo Muani who headed home the first goal. The second goal came in beautiful and it's passing all around and a beautiful link-up between Kulusevski and Kudus who provided the assist for Bergvall. Kudus did what Kudus do, dribbling past the City players in a tight spot to finish a solo goal. We were not done yet and City could not get near the ball as the ball found Kudus free in the City box to slot home the fourth. January have us go unbeaten and drawing only once in 9 games. In February, it was a North London derby of glory as Lookman beats Raya with a low-driven shot to set us up 1-0. He also turned provider with Kudus having time to control the ball before driving home, before Xavi found space to shoot low into the bottom corner for a 3-goal lead. Arsenal was able to get a goal late on as we finished 3-1. And then we have our star new striker who scored a last-minute header from a Stiller cross. Our new boys combining to get us a draw versus United. Franquilino also got an hat trick in a 6-3 win versus Charlton in the FA Cup. At the end of February, we got our revenge versus Newcastle but lost to Fulham 1-0 at the end of the month. March came and we had a terrible month, losing away to Inter Milan in the first leg of the Champions League. Lost 1-0 to Liverpool in the Carabao Cup final after having more shots than them. We eventually crashed out of the Champions League after we could not overturn the first leg result as we scored just 1 goal in the second leg at home to Inter Milan. That is when we decided to switch our tactics with some tweaks. This is based on the tactics trick I mentioned earlier. In April, and it was FA Cup semi-final versus Liverpool as the ball drops nicely for Sulla in the box to find the bottom corner. But we were resilient. Odebert finding space from the left to deliver a low cross for Solanke to smash home. The ball worked his way to Xavi on the right and he dribbled past Van Dijk to give us a 2-1 lead that took us to the final. With our new tactics, we had a winning run in April. And with 4 points to go, we sit first on the table with a 6 points gap. Franquilino also won the league's Young Player of the month of March and our new boy Mason Melia was already doing wonders in the Under-21 league, which earned him a first call-up to the Irish national team, where he scored a goal on his debut. He is one to keep an eye on. With the transfer budget we had from sales in January, O decided to buy Samu from Porto. He will be joining in the summer to replace the leaving Colomwani. We also got some good news as Maddison resumes rehabilitation from his long-term injury. In May, we smashed Leeds at home to make us champions as Chelsea gave us a lap of honor before lifting the Premier League trophy in front of their fans. 10 days later, it was FA Cup final and we started great with a penalty goal from Lookman. That was before Solanke combined nicely with Sarr at the edge of the box to drive home a shot. And then came the assist of the year from Xavi, providing a Rabona assist to Solanke to make it 3. Sarr found Kudus on the right, who laid it down nicely for Tell as we completely dominated the final. Chelsea found a late goal as the final was concluded with Spurs lifting the FA Cup trophy. We are treble winners at the end of the year, and Vicario won the Golden Gloves in the Premier League by having the most clean sheets. We were predicted to finish 4th place in the league, but we went on to be champions. Xavi Simons scored the most goals in the team and Kudus, the assist leader. As we end the year, next season we will look to integrate more of our youth players in the team because we have some incredible players there. Players like Lancashire, Moore, Young, Donley, Hall, Abbott, Draguzin who is on loan, Dorrington who is not looking too bad, Vaskovic, and Takai. We will also monitor the progress of Oliver Boost, Mason Melia and Lucas Williams-Barnett. We will end this video with this as our North London neighbours were tired of achieving nothing. Thank you for joining us on this journey. We want to go for more in the second season. Kindly drop suggestions and comments down below. Who should we buy next and who should we sell? What tactics or instructions do you want to see? Like, subscribe and hit the notification bell so as not to miss season 2 when it drops.